Devendra Kumar Vyas, CEO of Financial Services at SREI Infra, though, joins in on the show to talk about how their numbers have panned out. Devendra, hi, good afternoon. If you could just walk us through what the key highlights of the quarter gone by were.
This quarter has been very good for us. Overall performance has improved in terms of disbursement. We have grown over this quarter. Our disbursement have grown over 41% on consolidated basis. Our profits have grown by 292%. Our consolidated profit on YTD basis has also grown by 247%. Our gross NPA has reduced and net NPA has also reduced in this quarter. All the businesses, equipment finance business, the project financing business, the QIPO business, rental business, everywhere there have been overall very good performances in terms of profitability, disbursement and lowering of NPA and also lowering of cost of risk.
Yeah, good to see that. It's really been a turnaround quarter of sorts for you, Devendra. But do you hope to maintain these kind of growth levels? Do you think that come next quarter, things are only going to get better from where you're currently at in the third quarter?
So if you see our quarterly, this is not only this quarter which has actually been turned around. If you see our last 3 quarters, the performance has been consistent, the disbursements have been growing. The NPA has been coming down, particularly if you see equipment finance, the gross NPA every quarter has been coming down and both in project finance also. So we believe this consistency should continue because infrastructure is expected to do well in our economy. The equipment financing in the market is growing at 30% and we expect the growth to continue in equipment financing business because the sale of equipment has also improved. So we feel this performance consistency should continue going forward.
Just to pick up on the point that you were making about equipment financing, does it seem like all the pain is behind you, or do you sense that just maybe this segment could see some pressure coming in the next few quarters?
So on the equipment finance, as I said, the market is growing. Market is growing at 30% this year. Last year, December, it has grown 30% and the industry is expecting a growth of 30% plus. Of course, there are few challenges for the large customers still remaining, particularly for the customers who have been into CDR and SDR, etc. But the equipment sale growth in retail sector and SME sector has been doing very well, and our profitability and our portfolio diversification is also happening in that this segment, and we are expecting good profitability coming from those segments as well. And going forward, with the GST coming in next year, this next financial year, maybe leasing could become a good opportunity for large customers, for the leverage customers. So we see equipment finance is expected to grow and continue to be our profit driver in this business.
We understand that you're looking at a stake sale as well and raising some funds. Is that true?
Not in the equipment finance business.
Then where? Could you clarify which segment?
No, I don't think. SREI as a policy, we have investments in a Bharat Road Network Limited, in Sahaj, etc. So as a policy, we have been looking for, and we believe in harvesting the profit when it comes in the right time. So we have investments in our portfolio, like Viom, we have exited in right time and made good profit. So similarly, we would be looking forward to, whenever we see good strategic partner coming in for these investments and make money out of that.
How much stake in the road assets are you looking to sell?
So our road portfolio we have today, that is gone into Bharat Road Network Limited, and we hold now 33% in that company. So maybe if we get right partner there in that company, we would like to get a strategic partner or some dilution. But we always keep exploring these opportunities. So there's no concrete plan as yet in our hand.
So no concrete plan, Mr. Vyas. This is Nayantara joining in the Delhi studio. You pointed out one aspect of the business. Are there other businesses as well where you're evaluating opportunities?
So we have today 2 investments, as I said, the road portfolio and Sahaj portfolio. We are continuously exploring and looking for the good opportunities to dilute our investment or get strategic partner in both these businesses and harvest the profit.
Mr. Vyas, Budget 2017 speech had a lot for the infrastructure space. How do you react to what was announced by the finance minister, what's on the anvil, the record outlay, and what does it mean for a company like yours?
So this has been a good budget for the infrastructure sector, starting from good investment outlay in the road sector, in railway with the kind of 3,500 kilometer new line which are going to be laid, that will be requiring a lot of equipment. So we expect the equipment growth momentum to continue, rather accelerate, because the Manrega investment, where they are proposed to create some 5 lakh ponds, 15 lakh ponds, and the investment in road sector, investment in railway, etc., is going to create huge demand for the equipment to make all these happen. So we believe the equipment finance business is going to grow with a faster pace going forward in this sector. And I think it's been a great opportunity for all of us. And as an organization, as an institution, we are rightly placed in the right time to harvest the profit which is going to come from this.
Devendra, let's talk about those, that money-raising exercise in greater detail, because, I recall quite clearly that you were considering raising about 500 odd crore rupees by selling stake in the e-commerce unit Sahaj. How much stake do you actually own? How do you plan to deploy this 500 crore rupees if the stake sale does go ahead? And what really is the rationale behind this stake sale?
So I think you're referring about Sahaj business, where we have approximately 49% holding. So we look forward to a strategic partner in that business, because that business we are focusing on government services, that we would like to capitalize on the journey of digitization initiated by the government. We would like to focus on the banking correspondent business there, the financial inclusion, financial services. So we are really looking for a good partner where we can grow that business and dilute our investment a bit and with a partnership approach and make money. And the money which will come back to our company SREI Infra, and we'll use it for our core businesses, for the growth of core business. Because if you remember, we did Vyom sale and then money was used for growing our core business.
But it's been a while that you've been looking at a perfect suitor, right? Be it for Sahaj or the road assets business as well. Give us a definitive timeline. When is it that you're going to finally decide upon, whether or not to go ahead with these stake sales on the given valuation?
So on the road sector, we are exploring, to go to either capital market. So we are exploring where do we get the good value. Can we go to the capital market, or can we look for some partners, or can we look at private, the bilateral deal, etc. So I think it is already in process. So very difficult to put a timeline at the moment, but this is in process, and I don't see it should happen in a short time.
Is it a matter of 1 or 2 months that we're looking at? Because, the markets are getting a little restless because it's taken you a long time to find suitors for these stake sales.
I'm sure you'll appreciate that we have good assets portfolio in this company, and we would like to really to sell at a good value. So even if we take time, like Vyom, took time, but we sold at a good value. So similarly, I don't think that we should really rush for the just to sell it, but look at the good value and explore the better partnership there. So maybe let's wait for that, and the moment it happens, we'll announce it.
Just a final question. Mr. Crore has been on record that you could dilute up to 35% stake in Sahaj. Is that exactly what you're still looking at? Is that what the company is looking at? And we've also seen SREI Infra go out and buy the SEZ, a 49% stake in an IT SEZ of Kumar Urban Developers. So I'm wondering, are you looking at other such distressed buyouts?
Not actually. There is no further plan at the moment to acquire the distressed asset immediately. I think if something comes in a great opportunity, because we always believe in exploring opportunities. If something comes in a very good attractive terms, maybe we can always decide. But there is nothing in pipeline, nothing in our hand at the moment.
Find us on Facebook at facebook.com/ETNow, and don't forget to click the like button. You can also follow us on Twitter at ETNowLive. To stay updated with all our programming, hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel by logging on to youtube.com/user/ETNow.